Hello! Welcome back for more Adventures with Cutman. Marvel's Midnight Suns. I often wonder if I should take a fidget to work, my actual job. Except that I just spend all day playing with my toys. They probably wouldn't let me do my job.
Last night was no dream. Lilith intended us to witness that vision.
Anyway,
Lilith is toying with our
Cutman
emotions
sit here and
and
look
our
upon me
minds.
disapprovingly.
She is desperate.
As we get with our story, I see that Strange and Tony are talking in the background. Thanks, guys, talking over me. Rude.
Since the whole picture is fuzzy, we are missing something.
I hear people have odd dreams after a questionable meal, but I always eat the same thing. I bet Stephen always has strange dreams. Get it? Stephen Strange?
Come on over, Hunter. I'm slinging some hot, fresh, parchment-blasting tech here.
Is this it? Is this the thing that will destroy the parchment?
Well, you better believe it. That's the Gamma Accelerator. Plus a few tips taken from dear old Dad's notes. Plus a few crucial adjustments. Plus some revolutionary new tech created on the fly.
Are you sure it will work?
I'm sure you've got a million questions. Come to the war room and you can hear my full spiel. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.
It turns out Tony does occasionally make useful contributions.
Got more coil for me? This is some of my best work. Find more coil, send it my way.
How's everybody else doing? Melting mentally? What's up?
Another project? All right, here's the plan. I'll hit this thing with the big hammer, and you transform it into something useful. This forge fire is something special. Nope.
I suspect this will level the playing field a bit. This is why I despise group projects.
I'm sorry you had a long day.
Not exactly an infinity stone, but it'll do. I'm happy to help, Hunter.
I don't remember.
Ready to work?
The Chaos Magic's power grows.
My lucky day, huh? Let's...
Time to take it to the next level.
A welcome enhancement. I feel the energy flow. This'll prove effective. Mark my words. I feel stronger already. The Chaos Magic's power grows.
Hello,
Yeah,
Emily
I guess it is
Joshua
a tough
01.
decision.
What's up? Thank you for the follow. What brings you here? Oh, I don't have any legendaries. Okay, fine. I don't think there's anything else I can do right now. Follow me on X and would appreciate a follow.
See you
back.
around.
I barely use that program, to be honest.
Anytime now, Tony.
Much more
Yeah, you're
active
being a little
over on
extra
Mastodon these days.
Forgive me if I'm a little excited that another one of my brilliant, one-of-a-kind inventions will
What do you got? Stout will the last to stand before Lilith and take her fury, so to protect our hunter for one moment more, you'd be horrified at the idea of our monument to you. But you'll just have to allow us our little indulgences. I know that you loved Gideon's Cross, you and Caretaker would walk there often. Charlie, gotta pet the dog?
Hello,
We
my
don't need to
sweet
praise the
girl.
dog. I must have already pet the dog today. What's up, Wolverine?
Only reason to listen to Tony is to get directions to the rap party.
You believe the cause is lost?
Didn't say that. Did not say that either. I've seen the world end a few times, and I'm still here to talk about it.
You have a
That is not
regenerating
saying much.
factor.
You have a healing factor.
We can't all be born as unlucky as me.
What is your secret? Oh, is Tony's masseuse around?
Everyone's got their own way of dealing with the impending. Mine's outliving everyone who doesn't make it.
That is reassuring.
Yeah, find comfort in the familiar.
In my time, I would make a fire, focus on the task at hand, and then drink a cask or two.
Ain't nothing stopping you here, bub. One thing we can agree on, hell ain't coming. Hell is already here.
Wow,
Weird
Wolvie.
dreams, huh? Probably just the end of the world jitters. You get used to them.
Strange.
Coffee makes
I could listen to your stories for hours.
There we go.
Thanks.
I do.
I know you enjoy flattery. You all enjoy flattery. Okay.
Believe me, if I thought Lilith had any influence over you, well, there's something that I'm glad she doesn't.
Alright. No compliments left to give. Tony.
I tell you, I can't wait to fire this thing up. I don't like to say that I do my best work under pressure, but I think this time, I even amazed myself.
You don't say.
It looks impressive. I just hope it does what you say it will.
Everyone is so nervous about that. Wait until you see my presentation. Like I always say, if you're gonna make a leap into the unknown, do it with Stark Tech by your side.
If you manage to stop the prophecy, I will be the first to sing your praises.
So you're promising karaoke. I'm gonna hold you to that, Hunter. This thing won't fail.
Nice.
What about your father's research? Do you feel comfortable using it as the basis for this canon?
I'm only perfecting the stuff he started. It's like I took all the skeletons out of my family closet, dusted them off, and now they're going to do community service.
Is it powered by skeletons?
Don't worry, figure of speech. No actual skeletons in there, just massive amounts of gamma radiation. Our friend Banner thought he was going to use it to get supercharged. But this thing's going to shut his team down, permanently.
Let us keep our attention on destroying the parchment. We can deal with the Hulk after.
Oh, come on. I know multitasking probably wasn't a thing in your olden times, but it's the only way I get stuff done. Plus, I can't get Banner out of my mind.
So, what now?
Now comes the hard part, explaining my plan to the team. I wonder if I have time to whip up some diagrams. People love diagrams.
Oh. You made Ghost Rider not available? Dang it.
I'm just twiddling my thumbs here, Hunter. Thanks, Hunter.
Robbie knows the parchment.
Alright, we gotta do random missions so that we can get Ghost Rider back. So we're gonna go do this one with the Scarlet Witch. Although, I wish that you could set the costumes so that you don't have to have the ones you really don't like. Sure. Just gonna
We can't
stop
allow
the
that
top line.
helicopter to escape. Do whatever it takes to stop it before it departs. We don't have much time. Take down anyone in your path and stop that helicopter.
Oh, is that all?
Good, good.
feel stronger already. Hail that.
Chaos unleashed. You had your chance.
Sure.
Will sustain us.
I choose you!
We're getting pretty good at that.
Our pact will not be broken.
Fear the Scarlet.
We serve until the end. For the I've been waiting for this.
You just want to get rid of me quick.
I have spotted enemy reinforcements.
Keep it up.
Extreme pressure.
Bonk. Bonk.
Are we excited?
I have movement here.
Mama said knock you out.
Together with me.
We should try that more often.
Talk while you still can.
Take him into the helicopter.
You've been practicing, haven't you?
The helicopter is preparing for takeoff. We still have some time. Make sure you don't ignore it.
Ignoring it.
That's an interesting technique.
Heliocopter!
You've grounded the helicopter. Excellent. Now you'll need to clean up the rest of Hydra's forces.
I am impressed.
It's good to see you.
Hi, Hunter.
We gotta get you a tacky shirt, Hunter.
Just like a handful of questions, Tony. What? Where's your big gun pointing, and why is it pointing at the Abbey? And why do I think that that's going to turn into a disaster?
What is it like to have a tan? It's hard to keep secrets from my symbiote.
Alright, Alright, so nobody wants to hang out tonight. Not worth wasting any more of my free ones until I get more costume options. Bedtime.
You know, I was obsessed with the sun as a kid. A huge nuclear reactor fueling all light and life in our solar system. And then looking up at the stars at night and realizing there were other nuclear reactors, some of them even bigger and brighter, probably supporting planets just like ours. I was blown away.
And now?
I want to say I still am, but I saw countless stars while I was in the Kree Star Force. White dwarfs, red giants, even a couple of neutrino stars. Sadly, the sense of wonder eventually wears off, like most things.
Hey, you keep thinking your collar looks like a tracheotomy? That's fair. It's got a big circle right in the middle.
It sounds like you miss that sense of wonder.
A part of me does, I guess. But I can't really complain. These powers opened a lot of doors. Makes you wonder where I'd be if the Kree's Psyche Magnetron hadn't turned my imagination into reality. Would I still be in the Air Force? Or NASA? Or maybe something completely out of left field, like a social media influencer with a famous cat? What would the life of regular Carol Danvers look like?
You would have found new ways to break boundaries and set new records. Probably break those as well.
I do love the sound of a glass ceiling shattering, and it would be nice to know that I did it with no extraterrestrial help, so to speak. That's a thought. Maybe in another life. But for now, you're stuck with me in this one.
Code red alarm. I repeat, code red alarm. Everyone stop what you're doing. I can't find the notebook for my, research project. I really need it back. Over. Oh, and don't read it.
Eddie, don't use the comms for personal use.
Solid copy, cat herder.
You're forgiven. And I do quite like that handle.
Say again? Something personal use?
Cat herder out.
Blowing the doors off Dracula's vampire conspiracy. Investigation day 2. Peter wants to help. Oh, fine. I guess it wouldn't hurt to have another set of eyes on things. Investigation day 3. Woke up this morning and heard a noise in the hall, but no one was there. Am I already being spied on? Who can I trust? Answer: no one. Day 5. It's worse than I thought. One of my contacts tells me that some well-established world leaders are secretly vampire sleeper agents. Blade assures me that there is no such thing as an electronic vampire detector, but I don't think he was really taking me seriously. Might have to do some continued poking. Big breakthrough. I found a guy who's training dogs to sniff out vampire pheromones. Day 9. That dog thing was a huge waste of time. Things to research. Can you stake vampire blood cells? Who makes Dracula's coffins? Does he eat coffin cake in the morning? Talk to Magic about bringing a few tons of dirt from the cemetery through the portal. Have you ever seen a vampire wearing a hat? No. Why is that? It has to mean something.
Eddie, I found your notebook.
What? Oh, that's incredible. Where was it?
Your room.
In your room.
Huh. Really? That seems fishy. Why would it be there?
Because it is your room?
Yeah, which is why it would be the perfect place for someone to leave it after they read it. Hey, you didn't read it, did you?
I did. I am concerned about where your investigation is headed.
Look, I understand where you're coming from, but I'm not gonna kick a hornet's nest without taking precautions.
Are you sure there is a hornet's nest to kick? It does not seem like you have found anything.
Yeah, great. You too? As if Parker wasn't bad enough. Just let me finish. Then we can talk about what I found.
What are you up to, Ileana?
Being bored out of my mind.
Why not try to make new friends?
I've already done the plain nice thing with the X-Men. Not trying to buddy up to everyone here.
You have buddied up with Nico just fine.
That's different. I trust her.
Did you like any of the X-Men?
I liked the ones who didn't force small talk with me.
So that means you made at least one companion.
Fine, yes. Her name is Kitty. She was my roommate for a while. Sharing a space kind of forced us to get to know each other, but she made it feel natural.
I am glad you have people you allowed into your life.
A little sappy, but thanks.
Underneath my mask is a look of deep satisfaction.
Thanks, Hunter.
I never want to know what my actual friend level meter thing is with anyone. Ever. It would just make me sad.
What's the latest intel? Okay, Central. Work your magic. Just more evil junk. Don't these people sleep? We're ready to make a move.
I'm ready to chew butts and kick bubblegum.
Sending your friends out to fight isn't the easiest choice, but we all know what we signed up for.
That doesn't sound so bad.
Stay out of trouble.
The Morlock didn't deserve this. They've done everything to keep to themselves. And it only made them easier prey. I feel Cap's justice sense tingling. We need to stop those vampires once and for all. No objection from me, boss. We already did! We killed Dracula! What the hell? It's like nobody listens. Nobody pays attention anymore. Strange.
When you and I last stood here, we felt the transmigration of life essences leaving via the conduit that lies within the Abbey.
I recall. You referred to the Abbey as a waypoint.
Indeed, it is a place of respite, where weary souls may join together and reforge themselves anew, before the next step in their journey.
The magic of the Abbey lies in those who gather here, does it not?
That is a marvelous observation, Hunter. I had not considered this to be true, but then again, as I have learned, not all insight is mine to possess.
We will only fail if we try to stop the prophecy alone.
With such uncertainty ahead, whether we succeed or fail, I am glad to have met you, Hunter. Our destinies may not be as set in stone as we sometimes believe. Tell me, what do you believe is your fate?
My destiny is to return to death. But still, I do not feel as if all hope is lost.
Haha, because you understand what a prophecy is, Hunter. It will come to pass, yes. But prophecy hinges on interpretation. Your uncertainties echoed my own, but allow me to help you as you helped restore my faith in myself. If a Sorcerer Supreme can fail at his duty and awaken to find new purpose, then perhaps the Darkhold, Chthon, Lilith are but veils that must be lifted from our eyes. Our destiny is never written by others who exist in this world, only by ourselves. I sense, perhaps, that the auspicious transmigration of life essences was a sign that our destinies may yet still change. Whatever comes for us, know that I stand by your side, no matter what.
Max friend level. The important thing about that is now we can get another costume.
I bit my tongue.
What have you got for me, boss? Do I even want to know where you got me? It's Tony's Forge of Mystery. Never close. This is some of my best work.
Destroy the crystal, acquire the seven sons of Cinnabis. 7 sons of Cinnabis, 7 sons of Cinnabis, 7 sons of Cinnabis, 7 sons of Cinnabis. Yep. I'm not sure I'm doing this in the right order yet, but we'll know in a minute. Okay, I think I see how I'm supposed to do it. Let's just restart. Okay, so what I need to do is bolt this guy. Give the cards in my hand. Then need to blast this guy. Use Alamado's Jays. Guy. Here's the gears. only drew one because I have to play both. Okay, I see what I did wrong. I think I see the math. But I am no Neo seeing through the Matrix. Blast this guy. Use the blessings. Use the blessing. This is Agamotto's gaze. Then I use my attack card. Blast this guy. Do Agamotto's gaze. Is that right? That may not have been right. The blessings of the It's not enough. It is enough. Just. See, now, like, this part's frustrating. I've solved the puzzle, but I have to... A little disappointed. Who's ready for costume time? Oh, he gets a hood! I do think he should still have a cape, though. Took the emo kids to heart.
See you, Hunter. You find more coil, send it my way. I'm here if you need me.
Until next time.
Damn it. Where'd Charlie go? To the quarters.
Feeling good today, girl.
Time to open some boxes and get a bunch of stuff. Three. 4, 5, 6. Seven, 8. All right, color options. Kind of like this color on him. Anyway, green. I try and I try. Why green? Is it because he looks more like a snake that way? I wish there was more red on this one. Like, because this is supposed to be the one that's like his normal color stuff. Look, I only have so much gloss. I'm going to save it because we might get a different costume that we'd rather have. Once I have some excess. Screw it, what do I care? There. Now he's green.
Don't ask me how many times Iron Man has asked me to join.
Who needs friendship points? Morbius.
I'm more durable than I look.
Nice to get some fresh air. Hardly any cobweb. Let's do this. Peace.
No, I need to buy intel, not sell intel.
See you soon.
Sure.
Hey.
Do that.
Hunter, hello.
Hello. Alright. New York City. Alright, Los Diablos test facility. Time to put Tony Stark's Gamma Can into the test. Can it really destroy the final page of the Darkhold and prevent the prophecy of the Midnight Sun? Probably not. I mean, if it did, it'd be a pretty big letdown to the game story. But I mean, what do I know? Alright, it's been an hour, so before we start this mission, we are taking a break. If I actually get to select team members, we need to take the Scarlet Witch. Alright? Alright, good talk. Back in a few. Okay. Sorry for the delay. Dogs needed outside time. And then we're a little difficult about coming back in because the neighbors were out. But that's okay, because now...
Now, I know a lot of you aren't used to the scientific method. So, take a breath, let it all soak in. I can talk you through the really complex parts.
You want to shoot the indestructible Page with a giant ray gun.
A giant gamma ray gun.
You can't just blow up the parchment of power with gamma energy. It isn't done.
He has a point.
Look, you and the Hocus Pocus crowd had your shot. Now, it's my turn. Mine and Howard's.
Your father's research.
Pops wasn't trying to weaponize gamma energy. He was trying to supercharge it into an almost unlimited power source. Should probably thank Bruce for helping me realize that. Problem is, gamma energy has a threshold. Push it too much and it goes boom. Big time.
Enter Los Diablos, birthplace of the Hulk.
And the last time somebody tried putting Pop's theories to the test, entire area is still saturated with that same modified energy. If I can channel it through my Accelerator cannon, well, that gamma field Page of yours
will go boom? Big time?
Bingo. Huge time.
We're gonna need a tremendous amount of power.
And not just gamma. Yo, Lost Boys. And Lost Girls, saddle up. We need you.
Sabretooth's still out there. They ain't going nowhere without me.
The more the better. Somebody's gotta clap when I thwart the apocalypse. Again.
I'm really kind of enjoying the biker look with the flaming swords. But, Logan, no. Not just no, hell no. Well, never mind, I guess. I guess it's the closest I'm getting to biker. Alright, fine. I guess we'll go with superheroes. Green Ranger. I do not like her Midnight Sun armor. It really is the helmet that puts me off it too, I think. And that shoulder guard. Squad 2. I've made the Hunter look like a green Power Ranger. Green, gold plate, mask. What are the rest of you doing?
This plan seems crazy, right?
Let's touch base.
You fight like a demon.
Must be.
Stay focused on Tony's ridiculous plan. I'll keep an eye out for Hydra.
Your enthusiasm is infectious, Sarah.
I'm allowing this to...
Why will you not, like, run those conversations?
What's the word, kid?
Nothing. Nothing is definitely the word.
Oh, well, nothing's good. You don't have the Abbey masking you in that page right now. Just keep a safe distance a little longer until we're ready here. With even one blast, my gamma cannon will drain the ambient gamma energy from this entire valley. This is gonna have to be a one-shot deal.
Then don't miss.
Got that part covered.
This is by far the worst plan I've ever been part of. And I've done jobs with Deadpool.
Robbie cannot hide that page forever. If there is any chance of removing that burden from him... Speaking of...
Yo, fast and the flamiest. What did I just tell you?
Stark! Power up that damn ray gun!
What?
Stark! Multiple targets closing on your position!
That ain't Robbie.
Activated gamma collectors now.
How long do you need?
How would I know? I just invented the damn things yesterday.
Then keep going. We will hold the line.
Ooh, they got a helicopter.
Stark. Too smart for your own good. Ignore the others and follow that page. It's time I return home.
If you could go ahead and stop them from attacking the highly volatile gamma collector, that would be fantastic.
Feel free to come down here and throw a few lasers at him.
Yeah, sure, no problem. And while I'm down there, which one of you is going to initialize the accelerator to fire this thing?
Fair point.
We will hold this position as long as necessary.
Trust me, it'll be worth the wait.
Sure. Let's put in the portal. Then walk you through it.
That's going to get him.
Kill that.
Not looking good.
Leave some for the rest of us.
like short on one attack.
Stronger than you look.
Consider it done. This will certainly help.
Here's on the other one.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Got my attention.
No mercy for the servant! Their strongest has fallen, but the fight remains.
Alright.
They send more to the slaughter.
Getting real tired of running into you, Creed. Maybe it's time I cut off your feet.
Mother will just give me another pair. You should.
Tired of your mama.
Agreed. The power of the light.
Now,
I am impressed.
Ow. Oh yeah, let's get rid of Creed at least.
This will have to do.
That'll help.
ready.
Alright, he's gonna go punch that. It's gonna suck for us, but
We are not done yet.
What's your status up there, Stark?
Getting warmer. Keep fighting.
Better not be dragging your feet.
How does one drag their feet in the air?
I'll explain later, kid. Nice move, bub.
Your time has come. You had your chance. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. You were too weak for this fight.
oh no.
Smells like someone had an accident.
Lilith is really trusting your nemesis.
Yeah, she really knows how to pick 'em.
You sound bitter. If only Mother had chosen you, like Logan.
I'm nobody's minion. I leave that to suckers like you.
I think we're ready to rock and roll.
You don't get it, Rump. There's magic pumping through these veins now.
You got that right.
Guys, I'm not sure how much longer we can keep this up.
Then don't wait on me.
Bobby.
Get another deal, oh please. What did Lilith offer you? Better gas mileage?
Not quite.
Return.
Tried to avoid this mess, you know.
What?
But y'all had to do things the hard way. You were right, kid. I am a coward. Been running from this moment my whole life. World's really gonna beat this thing, it'll need someone strong. Like you.
Wait! No!
3, 2, 1.
See you soon, Brox.
And now we're gonna have to fight the Hulk.
The sleeping Titan has awakened. The Herald of Cathar.
No, it's the freaking Hulk! And I just gave him an upgrade.
And they have the parchment. Good job, team.
Now, before we all start fighting, I think it's important to recognize that my theory would have worked.
This is Dr. Banner's other side?
Horns are new.
That's not all, Tony. I'm finally seeing my true potential through Mother's eyes.
That sounds a little weird, too.
You're making a mistake.
Am I?
Mother will always shield me.
Your mother abandons you. The advantage is mine. Feel my call.
Here we go.
You only make me stronger.
Yeah.
You are not worthy of her.
That's fine. You know...
It was your turn.
This shall be of great help.
You will regret that.
Will I?
The light will carry you onward. Welcome assistance.
That will never stop me.
Let's do it.
Oh, he's gonna hit me so hard, I'm going to explode. Probably. He's gonna have 5 health left? That's so frustrating.
I won't forget this.
That's cool. Let's do this.
You had your chance to join her.
That will not slow me down. Expecting more.
Sure, just keep throwing bodies at the problem. Looking at me here. How was I supposed to know Bruce would try and ride the lightning? And even with the storm.
If you don't.
You see, this guy gets it.
Hey, Hulk. Why don't you take a nap?
How invigorating.
Getting it done any way we know how.
Now that was something.
Fuel for the fire.
This should be good. Ought to improve the odds.
I'm gonna hit the
They
Hulk
have
with my
not lost
car.
interest.
I should probably thank you for helping me break through, Tony. You don't know how frustrating it's been.
I think I liked it better when the big version only used single syllables.
I'm sure it was to your advantage keeping me down.
Don't get all really on me now, Bruce. That's just Lilith talking. I don't do this for just anyone.
First, destroy 6.
Answer to in the end.
Well, that's not enough. Well, let's do this.
You have earned this.
Mother protects me.
No. Now I'm gonna hit you.
You know what happens when I get angry. Vengeance is near.
I've spotted enemy reinforcements.
Oh, more dogs.
We're not getting anywhere with this. Might as well be throwing pointy sticks.
How did you ever manage to control him in the past?
Well, control is a strong word. I'd say it's more like we pointed him at something and hoped for the best.
That is not reassuring.
This shouldn't take long.
Is that the best you've got?
Don't worry, I got it.
Appreciate it. Mother protects me. Mother will always shield me.
Welcome assistance.
Love the effort.
Only the innocent That will never stop me. You are not worthy of her.
Look up to the sky and see. We were kicking his ass.
It is like fighting a god.
I'm taking him down before we can do it again. Just need
All these years, Tony, letting you think you were my equal. I could have squashed you so easily.
Oh, good.
You let us go. Not sure I want to know why.
The Hulk will deliver the page to Lilith, just as it was foretold, just as she planned all along.
All right. Because you're telling me she orchestrated all of this?
My mother always gets what she wants. With the Darkhold in her grasp, there is only one thing she is missing.
Me.
Me.
Okay, cool. Well, Pissaroony.
Only thing is, magic took out Sabretooth. Now I don't feel like smoking it. Knew one day he'd cut off more than he could chew. I just thought Creed's reckoning was mine to deliver.
Speaking from experience.
Yeah, your mama's got it in for you. Not to mention the rest of us, too. Just because it wasn't me, doesn't mean Victor Creed didn't have it coming.
It is indeed dark times when the youth must make dark choices.
I'm worried about the kid. You change when you cancel someone's check. We can't afford another one on our side pulling a Banner.
We are Ileana's family, and we must do our best to be there for her when she needs us.
None of us can guarantee we'll be around. We're gonna have to tangle with the Hulk at some point.
The Hulk situation worries us all.
I've survived a few dust-ups with the Green Rage monster. 2 reasons I walked away. Healing factor, and I got the feeling that Banner was holding the green guy back. I don't get that feeling anymore. Do you?
Dr. Banner may prove an ally to us.
Your mom's play of turning puny Banner was smart. She controls Hulk's only weakness. The part that was on our side. Hulk and I have tangled before, but it was nothing like that.
Sure, take a compliment.
Hulk fights dirty and mean and brutal. Demon Hulk fights on another level. Like unfocused malevolence.
It's naive to assume magic has never killed anyone before. Correct. Also, it's also naive to assume that she just killed Creed. She might have just sent him to limbo. Alright, let's go talk to Robbie first.
Hunter, are you any good at writing eulogies? I mean, it's not like Robbie's gonna let you write a eulogy for Blaze. Seems like this is something he's got to work out on his own. But a little backup never hurts.
And what are you doing?
Me? I'm here to support Robbie. He watched his personal hero sacrifice himself. He shouldn't have to grieve alone.
Robbie's reaction is normal, considering what happened. We should all take a moment to grieve in our own way.
I usually take a few minutes of silence, which is big for me, considering normally I can't shut up.
If Robbie wants to speak, eventually he will find the words.
I don't think anyone is expecting Shakespeare. But I do know that if Robbie doesn't get some kind of closure, he's gonna be a mess.
Closure? What is that?
Yeah, you know, closure? Like, after you have a breakup and you insist on making your ex go out for coffee so you can tell them how they made you feel.
Do you think that is effective?
I've watched hundreds of hours of daytime TV talk shows that say yes. So, as soon as Robbie works this out, we'll be good to go. Robbie will figure out what to do. Eventually.
Hey, Hunt, I can't get Blaze out of my head. I don't mean possession or anything, just everything that happened.
Tell me what you are thinking.
On the one hand, he was my personal hero. On the other hand, he tried to destroy you. On the other hand, he sacrificed himself to save me. How do I honor him and still be truthful? It's too many hands.
No matter what betrayals he visited upon us, he did the right thing in the end. You are standing here because he sacrificed himself.
Maybe so. I also remember Mephisto's sulfur stench, and Blaze's generally awful attitude. Can I really talk about the good and ignore the awful? I don't think so.
Whatever you decide to do, do it quickly. I am afraid we are running out of time.
You really helped clarify my thinking. Thank you. I'll figure something out by morning. Promise. This is so hard. Maybe we should just have a memorial bar.
Oh my... Why?
I can cross surviving a Hulk attack off my list of bucket things I never wanted to experience.
Enough, Tony. We tried and we failed. Time to admit we might not have all the answers on this one.
We needed to act, and that's exactly what I did. Yeah, okay, the plan didn't work out. I'll come up with another. If that doesn't work, I'll try again and again, until I win.
You win?
You know what I meant.
I know exactly what you meant. Listen to someone other than yourself for once. Stand down, Tony.
Not while I can still fix this.
Stand down now, before we all go down with you. Let's touch base.
What do you say, boss? You know that I've got this, right? What do you say, boss? Is Rogers right? Should the star player get benched after one mistake? Or maybe you're smart, and you know I can get us across the finish line.
I am...
You tried, Tony. That is admirable and greatly appreciated.
But no longer needed.
That is not what I am saying.
But you're thinking it.
I'm sorry, the soap opera writing in this is so bad. None of these people give me any credit, ever. I'm always acting in against their best interest, apparently. No matter what I say.
Friend won't hesitate to beat us into a collective pulp. We're all gonna need some serious armor. Just brainstorming here, but...
Well, bedtime. The conjunction comes. Part 3, the champion of the gods.
The tower bells are ringing. My favorite childhood prank, but I have not heard them in so long. Caretaker must be wincing right now. Oh, maybe this was her idea of a joke.
I have a personal favor to ask the Midnight Suns. Give Tony some space. He knows he messed up and he's freaking out about it, and the best thing to do is let him work it out of his system. He just made our jobs so much harder. He did the best he could with what he had. I mean, I went along with it. I was ready to die to see this through. It feels like bad luck, not a bad plan. We've all made mistakes in the fight against Lilith. But this is an exceptionally green and murderous mistake. How does that get us any closer to stopping her? It doesn't? Look, I'm still pissed, but I get it. The Avengers may have just lost their friend for good. And I'm sorry for that, Carol. Literally, you made me do this to save your friend. Why can we not save their friend? Did you ever think about that? Nico? Nico? Nico?
Hey guys, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but we need to start stepping up.
I don't understand. I thought the Avengers were supposed to be like the greatest superhero crew on Earth. I thought they would do better than this.
You should know this by now, Robbie. Meeting your heroes is always disappointing.
They were never my heroes.
Hey, don't be so hard on them. They're doing their best.
You don't get an A for effort in this hellscape.
I didn't.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm sick with sitting on the sidelines while the Avengers keep striking out.
So am I. It's time to take control.
This is our chance to show Caretaker and the others that we're not a bunch of superhero school dropouts. We're the Midnight Suns, and we're the real deal.
Count this Daywalker in, Blood Witch.
Count this mutant, ex-despot of Limbo, in as well.
Well, if you guys are in, so is Sparky.
Good. First, we need to hammer out the deets. We'll meet later.
Why are you
Mum's
keeping
the word,
secrets
okay?
still, Nico? Nico is a dropout, yes.
Guess you overheard our conversation.
It was difficult not to.
Let's face it, this doomsday scenario might be a little too on the gothy supernatural side for the Avengers. So, it's time for them to move over and let the kids take the reins.
What does Peter say? Oh, yes. With great power comes great responsibility.
And we are ready for that responsibility. Trust me.
Why isn't Wanda here
So,
for this conversation?
Do you have a plan?
You mean a plan to stop Chthon from serving us all up in his all-you-can-eat cosmic flesh buffet? We don't have all the deets nailed down as of yet, but we'll work it out. Till then, keep this under wraps until we know what we're doing. I don't want to freak out the Avengers any more than they already are.
Will do.
Cool. Catch up later.
Wanda was a member of the Midnight Suns. I just...
Isn't it literally called the prophecy of the Midnight Sun? Seems like it's really been our fight all along.
Right. She's both. This is really more my point. is like, God, these people suck. Maybe we should be siding with Lilith. These people can't seem to figure their shit out. Yeah, she's creepy and culty, but she's not hiding what her plan is, except she probably is, because it's probably all about trying to destroy the book and save our soul or something. I don't know.
Ugh, reptilian blood tastes terrible.
The chatter points to Largenum. Lots of talk about Transia.
Is your source Maria Hill, or intercepted comms, or other?
A bit of all three.
In the Air Force, we call them betting rats.
In the Army, we call that hard intel. Semantics aside, Hydra's never been this active. Hearing about sleeper agents pulling out from all the major three-letter agencies.
Can't believe I find myself wishing Red Skull were still in charge.
Hydra hasn't been this active since my help.
Need a pick-me-up?
Team Nico not getting her way. I'm more like team, you guys can't work as a team, so fuck it.
I can't talk right now.
It's very frustrating.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? I feel like I could automate this process.
Yeah.
The good stuff.
This Nico is absolutely someone who has been doing wrong, but
Sometimes
never gets any
I
actual
impress
repercussions and ends up being right. Not through her own efforts, but through fucking luck. That one.
Is that a challenge?
I'm just more frustrated
some
with
of my
how they
best
have
work.
her written, because it's like, okay, well, you know.
Farewell.
Yeah, it's just frustrating, I guess. That, like, how the characters are being written, how they are playing out their story, really is just kind of ignoring large chunks of, like, what they've done and what makes sense.
Ain't gonna go easy, but
Ready for more? Caretaker could have at least left me a chair.
keep you out of that tower. Any excuse.
Our time to stop Chthon is running short. At this point, I'm willing to try just about anything. So if you have any bright ideas...
We should not be sitting here waiting for Chthon to return to our world. We should take the fight to Chthon.
Everything we do here is to prevent Chthon from returning to our plane of existence. We don't go to him. That would be suicide.
I will fight him wherever I see him, no matter what those books tell you.
These books tell me Chthon has been a threat before civilization began, when all that walked the earth were the Elder Gods.
But what else? Surely there is some bit of knowledge we can use. What other things did you learn?
I could keep you up all night blathering on about this, so tell me specifically what you are curious about.
Who were these Elder Gods? Tell me about them.
Oh my god.
Siblings brought into existence on this planet by the Demiurge, the source of all life. These beings were named Set, Gaia, Ashtur, and Chthon. They ruled the planet for many millennia, each of them pursuing their own interests, increasingly battling each other for supremacy until finally it became too much. New gods emerged to topple the old gods and remove their influence from our world.
Nothing lasts forever, even for gods. Was Chthon always this monstrous evil from the very beginning?
There was always something wrong with him, but his insatiable pursuit of chaos magic eventually corrupted him in ways he could never reverse. While Chthon's sibling Gaia sought to nurture life on his planet, Chthon sought to absorb it into himself, to remake all life in his own twisted image. It was because of that evil drive that Chthon was banished to another realm.
And there he waits, ready to return when the opportunity presents itself?
Like now.
If Chthon returns, what exactly will happen to this world?
The world and all life as you know it will cease to exist, but it will not vanish. It will be recast in Chthon's image. We will exist only as extensions of Chthon, and the world will only serve to keep him alive.
What a hellish existence. What about the Darkhold? Could it not provide us with secrets of Chthon?
The Darkhold is dangerous in its own way. With Chthon locked away in another dimension, this is how he has sought to influence events in our world. It is Chthon's own words laid down in print. We cannot trust it as a reliable aid in our battle. It would be like trying to defeat Ultron using his own memoir. Nothing good will come of it.
And the writing is probably awful anyway. The prophecy mentions the sleeping giant awakening. If that is Hulk, how important is he to Chthon's goals?
I'm not sure, other than his presence complicates our ability to stop Hydra and Lilith's efforts.
Something will have to be done about him, or Stark may lose his mind. I do not want to hinder you anymore. Keep reading. Surely there is something we can use.
I hope you're right. And I'll keep digging.
Oh, God.
One more book.
Wanda, beat her.
I feel bad for Robbie. I should get him some ice cream.
Do you think what Peter said is true? That Agatha forgives me for what I did?
I know she forgives you.
Yeah, right. You can't know that.
Well, I do.
No, you don't. No one does.
Literally talk to a ghost.
All my fault.
Oh my God, can we just tell people?
If If I had learned to control my powers better.
No, she fucked up.
You cannot know that, Wanda.
Sure I can. I let myself get carried away and Agatha died as a result. If I didn't exist, she would still be here. Just ask Caretaker. I still haven't been able to look her in the eye since I've been back. She hates me.
You cannot hide from her forever. You need to figure out how to summon the courage to face her, so the both of you can move on.
Yeah, you're right. I owe her that.
You owe it to yourself. And Agatha.
And Agatha owes you all a fucking explanation.
I know. I just don't know if I can make that happen.
Try. For Agatha.
Yeah. For Agatha. I, kinda need a few more minutes alone with her. Go on without me.
I will take my leave then.
Thanks, Hunter.
Let's go painting.
Wanda, why does magic have such a strong connection to you?
When she first arrived, she rarely left her room. After a week, I slipped a note under her door. It said, "I am Wanda, and I will never lie to you. Now come out, you are being a..." Well, I thought it was Russian slang for party pooper.
What did you actually say?
You are being a horse's ass. Oh, I should never have trusted that website.
So what happened?
For a moment, nothing. Then, she burst out laughing and opened the door. We have been close ever since.
When you were under Lilith's power, she never gave up on you.
I know. Her friendship was one of the few threads holding me together. In the end, we helped each other through difficult times. But that's what friends do, yes?
That is what we do.
What a wonderful gesture.
The Abbey cannot shelter us from Lilith's storm, especially as long as Wanda is...
Who am I supposed to talk to, game?
Seriously, Hunter, if I can focus on the Hulk issue, I can solve it.
Caretaker?
Regardless of what Mr. Stark thinks, the mirror table was guiding our hand reliably for centuries before the advent of computers.
And now we can go to Transia. Woo. We're required to do a general mission first. Transia is where Mount Wundagore is, where Chthon is supposedly buried. It's also where the Scarlet Witch is from. Transia is not Transylvania. That's a different place. But it's vaguely Eastern European. Yeah, it's on it. Alright, well, let's take a break and then we'll do our general mission and call it a night. Back in a few minutes. If I can get my game. Okay. Blueprints or Intel? Blueprints are so boring. Take the Scarlet Witch. And the Hunter. Okay, this is a hacked data
You're not
servers
far
mission?
from a Hydra data drop used by their field operatives. A potentially valuable source of new intel on their movements.
So long have we waited for your blood.
Cool.
Install Carol's script on those consoles. It will do the hard work for us. Assuming we can keep Hydra from blowing up the server first.
Yeah.
You're the boss.
Whatever gets the job done.
Bonk.
It is our
Bonk.
for the mother.
Yeah, come hit Venom, please. Oh, good. Crossbones is here.
I see one of Lilith's more bloodthirsty recruits has tracked you down. I suppose it was only a matter of time.
I can see why Captain America has such disdain for you. He is a man of honor. You are ridiculous.
Will sustain us.
I'd consider another profession if I were you.
You were too weak for this fight. They cannot possibly match your strength.
I get paid by the job, not the hour. Let's make it fast. Shame about those. Hold this for me, would you? Destroy.
I think we've got company.
We are attracting too much attention.
Your mother abandons you. No mercy for the servants of
Fear the Scarlet Witch. Next time, don't mess with a witch.
Like, he's gonna hit, then I'm probably not gonna.
It's about time. I like working. Enough running around. Regroup and await reinforcements.
You're not worthy of fighting us, Crossbones. We're too good for you.
You finally got a piece.
You're getting pretty good at that.
Grenade.
No! Bleed my own blood.
I mean, you did. Interrogate
Makes
this
this a
fool.
lot worse.
Hope you got a good corner, man.
Corner? Did you mean to
Our
say
friend is
corner?
down. They called in some friends.
Do you take more pride in the size of your muscles or your mouth? The advantage is mine. I am impressed.
Right between the eyes. I'll use whatever it takes.
There's more of them on the way.
Oh, he died from his leak damage.
You've recovered the data. Excellent work out there.
Hey Hunter, I'm gonna be saying some words about Blaze for the team. We're gathering in the cave right now. Come join us.
What is it like to have a tan?
I will see if I can find you a treat later.
Feeling well today, dear?
No. Time to go to awake.
Hey, thanks for coming, everybody. I know we're all stretched thin at the moment.
We're all here for you, Robbie. We know this is important to you.
But we should move things along. I know what you're all thinking. You thought Blaze was a major league asshole.
Whoa, I thought Professor Xavier was the mind reader, Logan.
Quiet, you. Anyway, Blaze. Yeah, he wasn't nice. But it's not a nice world. And sometimes you gotta be that way to get things done. And he really got a lot of things done. So, you kids remember that. You won't always be so fresh-faced and innocent.
Thanks, Logan. You said it better than I ever could. To be honest, I really struggled with what I was gonna say. Because I used to worship the flaming ground Blaze rode on. And then I met him. And safe to say, I didn't worship him so much anymore. Fairly certain I hated him. Right until he went and sacrificed his life to save mine. Johnny might not have been perfect, but at the end of the day, he was one of us. And I'm glad to have known him. To Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny
Blaze.
Johnny
Johnny
Blaze.
Blaze.
Is that it? Can we go now?
Hey, look who's awake.
That was it?
Hey, hey, Hunter.
Okay. Oh. Where's the cat? There's the cat.
Agatha is lucky to have you.
Friendship time.
Quite a view out here, Logan.
You know, I didn't always go by Logan. Or Wolverine, for that matter. Once upon a time, they used to call me Weapon X. Not exactly warm and cuddly, eh?
Tough. Deadly. It suits you.
Maybe so. But sometimes, I wonder how things would have turned out for me if I'd been given a different name. You know, something softer like Bob or Moonchild. You ever think how your whole destiny got laid out the minute they named you Hunter?
If we are choosing names, then I should be Demon Spawn.
Ah. You want me to start calling you that?
Hold off for now. It could upset the others.
I think you got lucky with somebody like Caretaker watching out for you.
I suppose her name is fitting, then.
I'd have killed to have someone like Caretaker in my life. One way or another, I've lost everybody I ever cared about.
That must have been hard on you.
For a while, yeah. But lately, I've been feeling like I'm getting my edge back. Like when I was younger.
Oh? What changed?
Could be a lot of things. Maybe I've been eating better. Maybe it's some kind of weirdo Abbey magic at work. Or maybe it's the fact that I somehow managed to make a new friend.
Aw, we're friends.
I am heartened to hear you feel like you are getting your edge back, Logan.
Just keep pointing me at the bad guys, and we'll get along great. I ain't had a real teammate I could count on since I took a break from the X-Men.
How is it?
It's kinda nice. Pull up a stool, Hunter. Never too early to get caffeinated. Stark convinced me to put a shot of his new Stark Drive. Sure, it tastes like sweaty gym sock dipped in coffee, but at least it wakes you up. And if we're headed to Transia, I'm gonna need it. This thing could last 24 hours or 24 days. Hard to tell.
My only purpose in Resurrection is to fight this war, so I will go where it takes me and stay for as long as I am needed.
It's good you got a lot of fight in you, but you might want to look into taking up a hobby or two. Otherwise, you go nuts. Maybe some transient woodworking?
It makes sense that Lilith would go there. Back to the homeland, that is. Back to the source of her powers.
She's gonna be in for a real nasty shock if she's looking for home. It's not like the old days with the Knights of Wundagore riding around the place. Red Skull and Hydra did a pretty good job of screwing Transia up in every way possible.
The people of Transia are good at heart. There's natural beauty there. We can still save the country from the destruction brought upon it.
We go smash Hydra, and while we're there, we'll plant some trees? Sounds like a plan.
It looks like the others are gathering now in the war room.
Yep, I'll head that way myself. Just need a few more sips of sweaty gym sock. I gotta talk to Stark about getting some new flavors.
Parker said he take point on any future battles with the Hulk. He won't admit it, but it's true. Yeah, trust me.
I mean, Peter Parker's stronger than the Hulk, so...
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? Sometimes, I even impress myself. If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting. We'll get started right away. I'm here if you need me.
Ongoing investigation into the source of sporadic malfunction in ADD's ability damping devices. One riot have documented requesting reinforcement to maintain control. Right on time, I was short. Violent supercriminals escape on my Apocalypse Bingo card. Don't call bingo yet. Spider-Woman is the reinforcement. My girl Jessica will get this under control. Spiders for the win. What else is on your bingo card? Fire Squid Assassin, the Ocean Parting, and clowns. Are clowns apocalyptic? Some things you just don't mess with.
Is this another movie night? And if so, where's Nico?
It's not an official movie night.
Who's making
It's more of
Stargate
my way of
references?
saying thank you for being a friend. I didn't have many growing up. Wasn't exactly the popular kid, if you know what I mean.
Well, you are popular now.
Not really.
Oh, come on. Nico and Magic would die for you. I mean, they almost did.
They are the first real friends I ever made.
What do you millennials say?
Oh,
Best
about the
friends forever?
Forge. Yes. He's
Don't
been
know
saying
if you've
that.
noticed, but we're pretty goth. We don't do cutesy stuff like BFF bracelets. We have a blood pact.
That is very clear.
In Transia, it was just me and my brother Pietro for a long while. We wandered from village to village, begging, doing odd jobs, scrounging by any way we could.
Tough times make us tougher.
And they break you in ways you don't always understand until much later. I wish living in utter squalor was as bad as it got. But it was better than how we got there.
Oh?
When I was a child, Transia was very poor. Our parents could find no work. One day, my father stole bread to feed us. A mob chased him into our neighborhood. I was terrified for him. I told them to stop, and half of them turned to stone. I didn't mean to. I didn't understand my powers or how to use them, but I got scared, and people died. But the worst of it, Father pointed at me and cried out, "Witch." And then he was part of the mob, and they were after me. Pietro grabbed me and ran, faster than any person can run. We realized we could never go back. We were different, and had to look out for ourselves.
I am so sorry. That must have been terrifying.
I thought I was going to be hanged or burned alive for the longest time. And for a while, I thought I deserved it.
Oh, Wanda.
I felt like my life was cursed with misfortune, heartache, and pain ever since. It wasn't until recently that I began to feel that curse lift.
What changed?
You.
Aww.
I met you, and you saved me. So, thank you for being a friend. Didn't know how much I needed one like you.
Focus, Robbie. Focus.
Oh, I'm focused, Blade.
Point to Transio on the map.
A map is not the terrain, Blade.
You can't find it, can you?
It's somewhere in the, Russia region? Europe. Near, Germany.
You're our driver, Robbie.
That reminds me, what side of the road do transients drive on?
Just have the hell ride full of diesel and ready.
The Hellride doesn't take diesel. It's fueled by the screaming soul energy of the unavenged, the wronged, and the betrayed. And trust me, the Hellride's topped off.
Okay, that was pretty badass, Robbie.
Is there anything you can tell us about Transia that might give us an edge?
Transia is a country in trauma. Their borders could easily destabilize at any moment.
I'm ready when you are. Time to spill your guts, Hydra. This intel is hot, Hunter. We shouldn't sit on it for... These are the current priorities. Hydra thinks they're so clever. Just imagine if they actually were. We might be in trouble.
We could go a few rounds.
See you around.
Pick your target, Hunter.
That doesn't sound so bad.
So, I read in your war journals, issue 47 to be specific, that you've been to Transient.
Is that a question?
More like a prompt. You know, to see if the journals were true, or if there was something you left out intentionally.
Ah, for intel.
Yes, definitely for intel. If so, War Journal number 47 is my favorite. So when you were surrounded by Hydra troops in that transient cemetery...
Hunter, hello.
No.
Oh, so you made it up?
No, I cut out the more unbelievable parts. Lots of redacting. Truth was way crazier.
I knew it!
Let's discuss. But first, the mission.
Right, the mission. Good call, Captain America.
I had to
You
have
enjoyed
Blade
calling
to
Captain
do it,
America,
damn it.
didn't you?
Yes, a little too much. I'm kind of a big fan.
Alright, well, we're not doing it anyway because it's 11 o'clock. But I guess I'll do a side mission at some point.
We must not
Get
leap
that
to
ready.
conclusions or confrontation. You seem lost. Can I help you?
I am just taking a breather between crises.
I guess crisis is all either of us have ever known. Sometimes I wonder what my life would be like if I didn't have this burden to carry.
What do you mean?
Like where I would be, what I would be doing, where I'd spend my retirement.
Retirement?
Yes, Hunter. Even I dream about life beyond this abbey. Don't you?
I do not think about myself. But I know you deserve the rest. You have been at this longer than any of us.
It doesn't feel that way. But then again, I avoid looking at calendars. Well, I could spend all day thinking about this, and then nothing would get done.
You sound tempted to do just that.
Oh, Hunter, you have no idea. Come on, I'm sure there's something for us to handle right now.
I skipped the transient portion of my summer abroad. Is it more like Berlin weather or like
Transia? Never heard of it. Do they have burritos?
Oh. So tomorrow's Wednesday, no stream. I gotta do some other stuff anyway. Oh. Whew. Anyway. Thanks for hanging out. At least we got to see something happen. This is going to become my most streamed game at this rate because it's taking so long to accomplish things. Oh well, deal with that then. We're in part 3 now. How many more missions could there possibly be? Anyway, I guess Thursday we'll see you then. Take it easy. Bye.